Welcome back, everybody. So today we are going to be staying in our customary units, but we're not going to be talking about length. We're not going to be talking about capacity. We're going to be talking about weight. And as you know, we have a couple of different units in weight. Mostly what we deal with is pounds and ounces. Pounds and ounces. For example, a rose might weigh 1 or 2 ounces. It's not very heavy, an ounce. It's the smallest unit of weight that we have. However, a shoe, like a work boot or something, might weigh a pound or 2. And that's the next highest unit of weight. Ounces are something really small, like a rose, an eraser might be weighed in ounces. And then we have pounds, and something like a stool, or your desk, or yourself, or a boot might be weighed in pounds. Here we have, you can see that 16 ounces equals 1 pound. 16 ounces equals 1 pound. But then to get to our next unit of weight, we have a huge jump. 2,000 pounds equals 1 ton. Wow. So we have 16 ounces in 1 pound, and then we jump all the way up to 2,000 pounds equals 1 ton. So you'd use tons to weigh something like a truck or a car, maybe. But more like a truck or a boulder or a building, something really big you would weigh in tons. We're not going to weigh like ourselves in tons or a door in tons. That's just not possible. Okay? So those are our two conversions. 16 ounces to 1 pound, 2,000 pounds equals 1 ton. So let's try some conversions. Let's do a couple together first. So 5 pounds, but I want it in ounces. And remember, important for all of our customary units and for all conversions really, if we're going from a big unit to a small unit, we multiply. Horse to fly, multiply. Big to small, we're multiplying. If we're going from a small unit to a big unit, we're going to divide. Fly to horse, divide of course. Small to big, we divide. So in this one, I'm going from 5 pounds to ounces. That's a big unit, pounds, to a small unit, ounces. So I'm going to multiply. And what would I multiply by? I would multiply by however many ounces are in 1 pound. 16. 5 times 16 equals 80. 80 ounces equals 5 pounds. And then we have the next one. 32 ounces, but I want it in pounds. So I'm going from something small to something big, so I'm going to divide. 2 goes into 32. Nope. 2. Where did I get 2 from? I don't know what's going on right now, guys. My apologies. I would divide 32 by how many ounces are in a pound, and that's 16. And 16 goes into 32 2 times evenly. So 32 ounces equals 2 pounds. But you also might see something like this. A half a pound equals how many ounces? 1/2 a pound equals how many ounces? So you could figure this out by yourself. You could. But let's do it the old-fashioned way. We're going from something big to something small, so we're going to multiply. 1/2 times the number of ounces in a pound, we have 16. Now put that over 1 equals 16 over 2, which equals, if we divide 16 by 2, 8. Okay? We've done a couple together. Now let's do a couple on our own. Try the next 5 on your own. Pause the video and press play when you're ready to check your answers, okay? 3, 2, 1, pause. All right, how'd you do? Here we go from ounces to pounds. Ounces to pound, we're going to divide by 16. 64 divided by 16 is 4. Here again, ounces to pounds. So we're going to divide. 29 divided by 16. But we're going to have some left over. 16 only goes into 29 once. And then your remainder would be 13. So that's 1 even pound, 13 ounces left over. Same thing here with the next one. 87 ounces into pounds, we would divide by 16. 16 goes into 87, 5 even times. So we have 5 full pounds, the remainder of 7. Those are 7 ounces left over. And those bottom two, wow. All right. In order to do that one, 4 ounces in pounds, we'd have to divide those 4 ounces by the number of ounces in a pound. And that's 16. So think way back to our fraction unit, that would say 4 over 1 times the reciprocal, 1 over 16, equals 4 over 16. And when we reduce that, we get 1/4 pounds, LBS. And the same thing with 250 pounds into tons. Wow, 250 pounds into tons. So again, we're going to go small to big. So we divide 250 divided by 2,000 pounds in a ton. And the same thing would occur. You'd have 250. I'm going to change to blue here real quick so it's better to see. I'll extend the page a little bit. We'd have 250 over 2,000. And if you reduce that, you would get 1/8 of a ton. I know those ones where it's fractions are tough. If you have any questions or if you didn't get those two right, I would consider coming up to the mini lesson and giving it a whirl with me. Okay? I can answer your questions. You can check your math too and see if you can figure out where you went wrong. All right? If you got all of those right, please move on to your practices. If you got one wrong or you have a couple questions, stick around. We have one more slide to go. All right, so right off the bat, we have a couple of estimates. It's just some reasoning to help us think of what is more or less. Okay, just reasonable stuff. The weight of a book, would it be 1 ounce, 100 pounds, or 1 pound? Well, there's 16 ounces in 1 pound. I don't think a book is going to be 1 ounce or 100 pounds. I would probably best say 1 pound. The weight of a kitten, unless it's some kind of a teenage tiger or lion, it's not going to be 320 pounds. Even 32 pounds, that would be a fat cat. That cat needs to go on a diet, so I don't think it's that. I would probably say 32 ounces, or let's do the math quick. What is that in pounds? 32 ounces, we're going to pounds. Division, divided by 16. 2 pounds for a cat? I could see that. That's pretty reasonable. And then the weight of a large dog? I don't even think a wolf is 630 pounds. And 63 ounces? That seems a little light. That's almost 4 pounds? I don't know. I don't think so. Not a large dog. 63 pounds probably seems the most reasonable answer. All right. So the last 4 problems, a little bit of conversion, a little bit of reasoning. Try those out. Circle the best answer, and then press play and see how you did. 3, 2, 1, pause. All right, how'd you do? 72 ounces, if we are going from ounces to pounds, we're dividing by 16. 72 ounces divided by 16. That actually goes in 4 times. We would get 64. Now, I don't see a remainder 8 over here, but 8 ounces is half of a pound. 8 is half of 16 ounces. So there we go, 4.5 pounds. How many ounces equals 3 pounds? We're going from pounds to ounces, so we're multiplying by 16. That's 48. Which object weighs more than a pound? I would hope we put television, a pencil, an eraser, and a balloon are all very light objects. Television is definitely the right answer. And which unit cannot be used to weigh a book? I know we haven't covered grams yet, but we have covered inches, and they are not used to measure weight. So inches is definitely the right answer there. We will get to grams a little bit later on in the unit. All right, if you still have any questions, please feel free to come up to me and ask. Join the mini lesson, flag me down, raise a hand. Otherwise, move on to your practices. Great job today, everybody. Woo!